stars align. In the twilight of the souls divide, where life and death collide. The world below, the sky above, torn between fear and endless love. In the silence hear a distant cry of spirits bound yet longing to fly. The world below, the sky above, torn between fear and endless love. In the silence hear the distant cry of spirits bound yet longing to fly. Where life and death collide, in the storm where souls reside. The fire meets the tide, in the dance of the eternal night. A battle fought within, where every end begins. When life and death collide, we find the truth we cannot hide. In the mirror of the night, reflections fade into the light. The final breath, the first new day. The lines between begin to fray. The veil is torn, the truth revealed. A star upon the fate we wield. In the silence hear the thunder roar, as life and death entwine once more. Where life and death collide, in the storm where souls reside. The fire meets the tide, in the dance of the eternal night. A battle fought within, where every end begins. When life and death collide, we find the truth we cannot hide. Fight the darkness and the light, where shadows fall and dreams ignite. In the crucible of time, we rise, we fall, we intertwine. As the stars begin to fade, and the night surrenders to the day. In the ashes of the past we've known, our seed is so we're not alone. Life and death, a sacred vow, entwined in fate, here and now. In the silence, a new dawn calls, as life and death embrace us all. Life and death collide, in the storm where souls reside. The fire meets the tide, in the dance of the eternal night. A battle fought within, where every end begins. When life and death collide, we find the peace we cannot hide. The stillness of the night, when the shadows hold their breath, I can hear the ancient voice calling softly, there's no death. Beneath the shroud of mortal fear, a truth concealed, now revealed. Beyond the pain, beyond the tear, death is just a feeling, nothing real. Close your eyes, feel the tide. It's just a whisper, not the end. The spirit soars, the body hides. Death is just a feeling, my friend. No darkness can consume the light, no final breath, no endless night. We transcend, we don't descend. Death is just a feeling in the wind. In the heart of every soul burns a fire never cold. just a whisper, not the end. The spirit soars, the body hides. Death is just a feeling, my friend. No darkness can consume the light, no final breath, no endless night. We transcend, we don't descend. Death is just a feeling in the wind. In the wind. In the wind. In the wind. Rise. In the world's golden light, life awakens pure and bright. Every heartbeat, every breath, in the dance of life and death. Through the seasons time unfolds, stories whispered, tales retold. Every moment, every sigh, in the symphony we lie. Through the seasons time unfolds, stories whispered, tales retold. Every moment, every sigh, in the symphony we lie. Shadows fall and rise again, in the joy and in the pain. Through the laughter, through the tears, in the symphony of years. Life and death, a dance so grand, hand in hand we understand. In the echoes, in the tears, in the symphony of years. Life and death, a dance so grand, hand in hand we understand. In the echoes, in the song, life and death where we belong. In the light and in the shade, in the memories we've made, in the whispers of the past, life and death they hold us fast. In the twilight's gentle glow, feel the ebb and feel the flow of a life that's come and gone. In the dusk we carry on. Every sunset, every dawn, marks the path we journey on. In the quiet, in the strife, in the symphony of life. Through the darkness, through the light, we embrace the endless night. In the stillness, in the breath, in the symphony of death. Life and death, a dance so grand, hand in hand we understand. In the echoes, in the tears, in the symphony of years. Life and death, a dance so grand, hand in hand we understand. In the echoes, in the song, life and death where we belong. In the light and in the shade, in the memories we've made, in the whispers of the past, life and death they hold us fast. In the silence hear the call of the rise and of the fall. In the heartbeats, in the sighs, life and death beneath the skies. In the shadows find the light, in the day and in the night. In the moments pure and true, life and death we turn to you. Life and death, a dance so grand, hand in hand we understand. In the echoes, in the tears, in the symphony of years. Life and death, a dance so grand, hand in hand we understand. In the echoes, in the song, life and death where we belong. In the symphony we find, life and death forever bind. In the music, in the strife, in the symphony of life. In the shadows of a fractured land, where the broken dreams and ashes stand, I've walked through fire, I faced the storm, a warrior soul, a spirit born. wings howl through a shattered sky, where the echoes of the fallen cry. But in the darkness I find my way. With every beat I'll seize the day. For every scar, for every tear, through the doubt, through the fear, I found the strength, the will to heal. I forged my fate with a heart of steel. Heart of steel, blazing through the dark, ignite the night with every spark. Rising strong from the depths below, with a flame that will never go. Heart of steel, forged in the fire's breath, defiant in the face of death. Through the storm with the spirit free, I am unbreakable, my heart of steel. Through the ruins of a broken past, where shadows whisper and doubts are cast, I've walked alone, but never weak. In the silence, I hear the truth I seek. Beneath the surface, a fire glows, a testament to the strength that grows. In every battle, in every scar, I found my light, I found my star. For every wound, for every fall, I've risen strong, I've conquered all. With every pulse, with every breath, I'll chase the dawn, defy the death. Heart of steel, blazing through the dark, ignite the night with every spark. Rising strong from the depths below, with a flame that will never go. Heart of steel, forged in the fire's breath, defiant in the face of death. Through the storm with the spirit free, I am unbreakable, my heart of steel. The echoes of the battles won, in the stories of the blood and sun, I'll stand tall with the strength revealed. I'll face the world with a heart of steel. Heart of steel, blazing through the dark, ignite the night with every spark. Rising strong from the depths below, with a flame that will never go. Heart of steel, forged in the fire's breath, defiant in the face of death. Through the storm with the spirit free, I am unbreakable, my heart of steel. With the heart of steel I will ascend, in the blaze of glory I will transcend. Through the ashes, through the pain and the thrill, I am eternal, with the heart of steel. With shadows fear to tread, a new dawn rises, burning bright as darkness bows its head. The warriors of the ancient days reborn in light and new, stand tall against the cloudy storm, their hearts forever true. The flame that burns in every soul, a light that never fades. Through every trial, every toil, we march where glory waits. Eternal dawn, where heroes rise to face the fate beneath the skies. In the final dusk, where shadows creep, we'll stand our ground, our vows we'll keep. Through the endless night, we'll find our way, from eternal dawn to the final day. The light will guide, the dark will fade, in the eternal dawn, our victory made. The battleground retreats at this cascade. The warriors of the ancient days reborn in lands anew. Stand tall against the coming storm, their hearts forever true. The flame that burns in every soul, a light that never fades. Through every trial, every toil, we march where glory waits. Eternal dawn where heroes rise to face the fate beneath the skies. In the final dusk where shadows creep, we'll stand our ground, our vows we'll keep. Through the endless night we'll find our way. From eternal dawn to the final day, the light will guide, the dark will fade. In the eternal dawn our victory made. As the sun begins to fall, casting long and eerie shades, we stand upon the battleground, retreats at this cascade. The final dusk is drawing near with whispers in the wind, but with the light of dawn ahead we'll never break a bend. In the heart of every fight, the dawn is always near. Through the darkness, through the night, our destiny is clear. Eternal dawn where heroes rise to face the fate beneath the skies. In the final dusk where shadows creep, we'll stand our ground, our vows we'll keep. Through the endless night we'll find our way. From eternal dawn to the final day, the light will guide, the dark will fade. In the eternal dawn our victory made. Fight! The battle rages on in the twilight's fleeting glow. Stand! Victory is won as the final dusk begins to show. When the darkness claims the land, we'll forge a path in fire. In the dawn we make our stand and rise above the pyre. Eternal dawn where heroes rise to face the fate beneath the skies. In the final dusk where shadows creep, we'll stand our ground, our vows we'll keep. Through the endless night we'll find our way. From eternal dawn to the final day, the light will guide, the dark will fade. In the eternal dawn our victory made. In the stillness of the night, where shadows softly weep, I find myself in silence, where the world begins to sleep. The echoes of the past fade into the dark, as the final embers of my heart ignite a spark. The storm has passed, the winds have died. In the quiet I find peace inside. No more tears, no more cries, just the calm before the rise. In the silence I am reborn, through the ashes of the storm. In the quiet I find the flame, a new beginning, a new name. Rebirth in silence, a heart to renew. In the stillness I found the truth. Through the night I've walked alone, but in the dawn I found my home. No more sorrow, no more pain. In the silence I rise again, a phoenix from the ash and dust. Rebirth in silence, in hope I trust. As the first light breaks the sky, painting colors on the night, I feel the warmth upon my face, a promise of new life. The wounds that time could never heal begin to fade away. In the quiet of the morning I embrace a brand new day. Through the pain I've come to see that every end birth a new decree. In the silence I found my voice. In the stillness I rejoice. the silence I am strong. Through the night I've heard the song. In the quiet I find the way to rise again with a new day. Rebirth in silence, a heart to renew. In the stillness I found the truth. Through the night I've walked alone, but in the dawn I found my home. No more sorrow, no more pain. In the silence I rise again, a phoenix from the ash and dust. Rebirth in silence, in hope I trust. In the silence strength is found. In the whispers a new sound. No need for words, no need for cries. In the quiet the spirit flies. From the shadows I've emerged. In the stillness I've been purged. Now I stand reborn and free. In the silence I found me. Rebirth in silence, a heart to renew. In the stillness I found the truth. Through the night I've walked alone, but in the dawn I found my home. No more sorrow, no more pain. In the silence I rise again, a phoenix from the ash and dust. Rebirth in silence, in hope I trust. Rebirth in silence.
In the shadow of the mountain where the old gods sleep, we gather as the twilight falls, our courage running deep. The winds of fate are howling as the night begins to fall, but we'll rise as one united when we hear the battle call. Through the fire, through the thorn, our hearts are forged, our spirits born. With every step we claim our right to stand and face the endless night. This is the last symphony, the anthem of the brave. In the darkness of the night, our spirits won't be enslaved. With swords held high, we defy the end. To the rhythm of the ages, our voices ascend. In the
destiny in hand. Through every challenge, every trial, we march onward mile by mile. When the music fades to silence and the stars begin to dim,